Hi my friends, how are you doing? I'm so glad to be back. It's been an ordeal with my computer. I literally really have been extremely frustrated, but I have learned a lot about technology doing my research in terms of which computer to get, and sometimes you just have to compromise. I really was wanting to film on an iMac because my 2012 MacBook really was it's really stalling and failing little by little. So I ended up getting the M chip, the M1 chip in the Mac Pro and the 13-inch. Very excited to do this, so let's get going. And I am so happy because I'm going to do a video today that's going to be dedicated to my favorite products, 3 of every category. And let's start with primers. I have 3 favorite primers right now, and I'm going to mention the one that my latest discovery. By the way, this is not necessarily the latest items, the latest products. I'm not someone that wants to get stuck on what's new only. I mean, there are some new products here, but this is just general. So this Lawless primer, it's the primer serum. It smooths out your complexion. It hydrates without grease or oil. It calms the skin down. It's cooling. It gets rid of redness. So if you're someone that's on treatment, let's say on retinoids, this is going to be your best friend because it's going to make your makeup application smooth, and it's going to give back that nurture and healing that your skin needs when it's recovering from the tretinoid treatment. But I love the fact that you can also use this around your eye area, and I loved it so much. And also you can use it, the company says you can use it as a serum, as a treatment, and I love it so much that I have been using it not only as a primer but also as a skincare item, as my serum. I really love this. Can't recommend it enough. Obviously I use it as both skincare and primer, so get it. Beautiful product. Next primer that I'm loving, especially for the summertime, at all times, is this Too Faced Primed and Poreless. I really love this product. It's very lightweight, but it's not drying or tacky. It doesn't absorb oil, so if you're really oily, maybe this is not for you. I would go with the one from Tarte that I have as well. But this just smooths out the complexion and gives you an airbrushed finish, and it's very silky, so it prolongs the wear of the foundation, and it gives you a really beautiful look. It makes any foundation look gorgeous. And what I like is that you can use it with any foundation, whether it's a illuminating foundation or a matte foundation or these tinted moisturizers. It's really wonderful. I really like this as well. And then the one, my latest discovery, which I'm a little late to the game, is the Tatcha one. This one from Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. Liquid Silk Canvas from Tatcha. Beautiful. This is when I go out. This is what I wear when I go out. This really smooths out the complexion, diminishes the appearance of lines and wrinkles, gives you a very porcelain-like canvas, hydrates the skin without added oil. I think it absorbs excess oil where it needs to, and hydrates patchy and dry areas where it needs to, gets rid of texture. I mean, this is my favorite one out of the 3. This is really good. Really good. So get it if you don't have it. So now moving on to my favorite foundations. I have for every day the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, and I am really liking this one. This is the Illuminating one. And I'm not going into shades, by the way, because I think that, you know, everybody's different. Everyone has a different skin tone, different skin color. What you see on camera with the lights and everything may not be what my skin looks like off camera without these lights and without makeup. So it's really, you know, a very individual thing. I'm going over the products mainly. So this product is exquisite because it gives you enough coverage that if, let's say, you wear it during the daytime and you want to be protected from the sun, And then you go out afterwards, you still look like you're made up and put together. I mean, it's really, it gives you a beautiful, delicate glow. It's not exaggerated. It's got the skincare elements that you want in a foundation, and it also has SPF of 50. So even though it has SPF of 50, I am a maniac and I put SPF 60 to 70 underneath this. On top of my skincare, but skincare first, SPF, the highest amount. Let that sink in. And then I'll put this, and this is beautiful. This takes me from day to evening if I'm going out, but this just, I'm wearing it right now and I'm loving it, loving it. Now when I wear something like this for the daytime with SPF, and then I wear SPF underneath, I'm not gonna wear a primer. You know, sometimes when people don't have their primers working underneath the foundation, and they have sunscreen and primer and foundation, I honestly think that's too much. I mean, it's just my opinion. It's just been my experience that if you wear enough SPF, enough to protect your skin, and then you put a primer and then you put a foundation, it's overload and it's gonna mess everything up. It's just my opinion, but that's another topic. But loving this. It's CC, have always loved it, love it now and always will. Mwah, love it. Chef's kiss, like they say. Then the other one that I discovered when it came out, and I can't get enough of it. This I combined 2 shades, but it is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Hydrator. This is a foundation in my opinion. I mean, it's a medium buildable coverage, so you can use it as foundation. And it definitely, to me, works as a foundation. Love it, love it. My skin looks divine when I use this. You feel the nourishing ingredients when you wear this, and it's also very cooling and soothing on the skin. It gives you a glow without any added grease. You look put together, you look radiant and healthy, and your skin looks blurred. And you know, when you were 14 and 15, and that skin that you didn't know you had, that everybody said, oh, I wish you had your skin again. You're like, what are they talking about? That skin. This makes you look like you have that skin. Beautiful, beautiful. So I highly recommend it. And then the other one, when I want more coverage, I would say like it's not matte, but it's not you know, glossy or shiny or anything like that. But it's like a silky matte, soft matte finish. Is this the Huda Beauty foundation stick? I'm loving this. Is my favorite actual foundation of the year, other than the ones that I mentioned. For going out, I love this. It gives you a very beautiful finish. It's not drying. It's pore diffusing, line diffusing. Gives you a very airbrush like finish, and it doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. Your skin just looks flawless with this. I love it, love it. So then when we're going over loose powder, is the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder, classic, the original one. Can't go wrong with this, my friends. It also gives you a very airbrush finish. It sets the foundation beautifully. It makes the makeup last forever. It works with any foundation, any brand. Even though this is Laura Mercier, with any single brand, it makes your makeup last a long time. And this is a classic. And I mean, once you're a fan of this, you're always a fan, no matter what. And after that, I discovered the Huda Beauty Pound Cake powder, and this is banana bread. Well, I'm going to show you another loose powder, but out of all of them, this is my favorite. This is really pore blurring, finely milled. It's not so finely milled that you can't bake with it, but it's finely milled, and it gives you a silky, flawless complexion. I love it. I can't say enough. And it does have a smell. To me, it's not that strong, but it's you know, it's a very delightful smell, actually. To me, I really enjoy wearing this. It has like a comforting smell. It feels like your grandma's baking in the kitchen. She's making your favorite cake, and it takes you back to that comforting feeling of childhood and family. I love the smell, I really do. But I love more than anything the way it makes my skin look. So if you haven't tried this powder, go and get it, because it is, to me, the best loose powder of all time up until now. But then I have another one that I really enjoy, especially for the summertime, because it makes my makeup last, and it's extremely finely milled, and it just makes my makeup stay on a long time, and it doesn't change the consistency of the foundation. It's very lightweight, but it's pore blurring and smoothing, and it's this one from Urban Decay. And this one is called the All Nighter Translucent Powder. As a little matte, just like the Huda Beauty one, but it doesn't matter because you don't need much. You use a your beauty blender, or you can use like a dense brush and just press, and then beautiful, beautiful. This is my summer powder for every day. I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. It does make your makeup almost foolproof. And during the daytime, you want to just as a finish, these are setting powders. As a finishing powder, there are 3 that are my favorites of all time. So let me start with one that everybody knows and a lot of people have already, I'm sure, and it is the Airbrush Lawless Finish Powder. I use the number 2, and as you can see, well used and well loved. The thing I find about this powder is, my lord, I haven't been wearing makeup that much. When I'm not filming, I have no makeup on, and it goes by so quickly. It makes me so sad because I love it so much. It makes your skin like a canvas, like a beautiful canvas that has never been touched by makeup, like a baby skin. It smooths out your complexion incredibly beautifully, and it makes the makeup last. So now I see why a lot of beauty girls mostly use this just underneath their eyes. Maybe because it doesn't last that long, it doesn't bring too much in it, but it is very worth the money. And if I'm going out, I definitely will use it all over my skin. It's just that good. It's really, I have no words, amazing. Then for the summertime, the All Nighter Pressed Powder, and this one is waterproof. The other one, the loose one, is not waterproof. Let me just double check. No, it's not. This is waterproof. So in Miami, or anywhere where you have a high level of humidity, and with today's day and age heat waves that we're experiencing, you want something like this, because even if it's not raining and you're not swimming, you're not using it to take a swim in the ocean, the humidity is so high. Plus you get caught in the rain a million times because it rains very randomly and unexpectedly here in Florida. So you use this on top of your makeup before you leave the house when it's really humid, and your makeup will not budge. Your makeup will not move. I don't recommend it using it as a setting powder because it will alter the color of your foundation slightly. This only comes in one tone, and to me it just makes my skin just a teeny bit leaning on the reddish tone, very slight though. So if you use it as a setting powder, now if you use it as a finishing powder, meaning as a touch-up powder, after you have already set your powder, you take a flat brush and you just put some on your skin just to bulletproof your makeup all day and make your skin look really airbrushed, but it makes the makeup not budge. This is the one to get, the All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. It's a pressed form. And then of course my Kosas, the Comfort Set Powder in Comfy. Oh my lord, this is just stunning. Same concept as the Urban Decay. I prefer to use this as a finishing powder and not as a setting powder. You can, if you have very dry skin, you may be able to do so, but I think it does it more justice when you use it as a finishing powder. You know, makeup to me is like cooking. When you cook, let's say you have 3 people cooking a meal and everybody has the same ingredients. Well, it's going to taste different with everybody, because unless they follow very strict, protocols and instructions, because it's all about timing, how long it cooks, the temperature, the amount of each ingredient that you put in, etc. The same applies with makeup, so timing is very important. My timing with this is use it as a finishing powder, but it makes your skin look glorious, very airbrushing, very smoothing, and and it doesn't look flat or matte, but it doesn't look shiny or glowy. It's just skin-like, and it's divine. I love it. It doesn't smell like anything, but I love it. Okay, moving on to bronzing powders. These are my 3 from every brand, and I have 3 bronzing powders here that I love, absolutely love. Let's start with one over here that is from Buxom Backyard Bronze. Lovely. It has a glowish, that word is strong, it may be misinterpreted, not glowish, but it's not shiny, but it's not matte. It's kind of like I can't think of the word, but it's just beautiful. And it's a little bit more, I would say, on the pan, it looks a little bit more ashy. It's kind of neutral, which I like to use because sometimes actually not sometimes, what am I saying? I used to use a lot of contouring palettes, and I don't right now. I kind of keep it simple. This is great for me for contouring, if I just want to use it as contouring, or I can use it as both contouring and bronzing powder, or I could use it just as a bronzing powder, depending on how much time I have and how, you know, creative my instincts are that day. But beautiful, beautiful product because it looks natural on the skin. Doesn't look cakey, and it's smoothing, and it's kind of like a silky finish. Like, it's not iridescent, but it's not a matte formula. That's what I'm saying. It's not matte, but it's not flat. It just makes your skin you know, that glow, taking you back to that glow of when you were 14, that inner vitality and radiance. It's a radiant look without shine. Beautiful. Love it. And now if you're looking for a good contouring powder, or if you're more of that person that likes ashy bronzing powders, this is perfect for you. Okay, the next one that I discovered is the Kosas bronzing powder. Lovely. This is the medium, and I love it. Same kind of texture and consistency as the Buxom, except this has a little bit more of a, I've gotten some sun on my skin, and I'm still have a little bit of that glowy, shiny, you know, when you have a suntan, first it becomes a little bit burnt, you have a little bit of red, and then becomes a tan. This is kind of like a little bit of both, and you look very healthy. I mean, you can always use this also as a bronzer and a blush, because it kind of has a little bit of a reddish undertone, so it makes you look like, you know, when you go to the beach and you're getting a tan, and you get a little bit red before you get the tan, and it gets a little bit in between, you have a little bit of red and tan. Oh my god, it makes your skin look so healthy and glowy, radiant rather, not shiny but radiant. It's the same concept as the Buxom. It's not a matte formulation, but it makes you look really healthy and delightful. And you know, for the summertime, and if you want to do something quick and natural, don't use a blush. You could use this as a bronzer and a blush if you want to. And then the next one is the Ilia. Oh my lord, you know, I went to Sephora, I saw the Ilia, I'm like, I don't know about Ilia, I've never heard of it. You know, I was looking for a matte bronzer, and I wanted something new and newish. It's not exactly new, but it's newish. And I judged it from when I saw it on the pan, because I like more warm tone bronzers. And this didn't look warm to me at all. It looked really cool on the pan. But guess what? When you wear it, you look like you're wearing a beautiful, not like you're wearing, you look like you have a beautiful tan, actually. It really is a beautiful color on your skin. It's not too warm, but warm enough that you look like you have a suntan. And it just warms your skin beautifully without being orangey or brassy. And the consistency and the texture is silky smooth. I love it. So if you haven't tried it, give it a try. Now after trying this, I'm really curious about trying the Ilia mascara here. It's really good, and they have a skin product with a high SPF that I want to try also. So really liking these clean products. So now let's go into blushes. I have some cream blushes, and I also have some powder blushes. And I'm gonna start with one, since we just finished bronzers. I'm gonna start with one that's actually a palette, and it has also a bronzer and a highlighter. But this is one of my favorite blushes category because the blush in here is just stunning, and I happen to love this coral. This is called Off to Costa Rica from Anastasia, and it's fairly new, and as you can see it has a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush, and all of the eyeliners in here are outstanding, but this blush, it is just gorgeous. It's a beautiful coral. I can't say enough. I like pigment, and it's not like really ridiculous pigment that you look like a clown when you're wearing it, but it gives you enough color to your skin that you look healthy, you look alive. And this corally color, you know, I like to, you know, you wear corally lipsticks and warm eyeshadows. Beautiful, beautiful. So if you're looking for a palette, also it's great. I mean, the highlighter is not too glowy, and it's not too bright or too light. But the blush, get it, try it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Then the other one in the powder category is that Pat McGrath. And this color, you know, I like to wear a lot of plums on my eyes, and this one is called Paradise Venus. But look at this. Anyway, that's the color that I like. But when you go to the Sephora store, or if you look at the Pat McGrath, the website, you buy according to your skin type and colors that you like. This is kind of like a reddish berry color. It makes you look healthy. It's gorgeous, and it has a lot of pigmentation, but not too much. You can, just beautiful, just beautiful. And it's soft and silky. I love it, love it, love it. When I wear it, I feel beautiful. I love it. So if you haven't tried it, I really think you should. You know, Pat McGrath is a little bit more pricey, but this is not that bad. It's really, it's 30 something, but I think her products really last a long time as well. Not just on your skin, but the actual product themselves. And the packaging is gorgeous, really luxe, and I get my fingerprints all over it, but I love this. Guys, get this. All right, moving along with blushes. These are the Tower 28 Beach Please blushes, and I bought the 3 colors. And you know, I've been disinfecting everything because of COVID, and I disinfected this with alcohol. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank God I only disinfected one because it ruined my palette, the case rather. But I have 3 colors, and I can't say no. You can use it on top of powder, you can use it on bare skin, you can use it on top of your foundation without powder, you can use it any way you want, and also you can use it as lipstick. Divine, divine. I love it. And I have the Power Hour, which is kind of like a mauve neutral. Beautiful, my friends, beautiful. And I have the Golden Hour, which is like a peach, corally peach. And I also have the Magic Hour, which is more like a neutral color, you know, in between pink and peach, very soft. Guys, and it stays on and it gives you a glow, but it's not greasy, and it dries. So I didn't powder on top of it. I have it on right now. I used a little bit of a highlighter on top, not over it, but on top. Oh my Lord, I'm so glad I discovered this, and I love the packaging, you know? It's beautiful. That's why I'm so upset I ruined this with alcohol. So if you're gonna disinfect your stuff, use Clorox wipe, you know, very small amounts, but beautiful. Pigmented, but you don't look like a clown. You can build it up more if you want to. You can use it on your lips. On the lips, it's really beautiful also. So very nice for multitasking. I love it. Highlighters. So now I have my favorite highlighters. I have 3 palettes here. One of them, don't be upset at me, but I love it. I can't get away from Becca. Becca, why? Why, Becca? Why? Why didn't you go out and try to have somebody buy your company? Your products are iconic. But she's still selling products. They're still not sold out in the stores. So if you can get your hands on one of these palettes, I know that this was a collection. I think it was limited edition, but I found it. Believe it or not, I found it at Marshall's. I'm like, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. This is the Sunsetter face palette. Listen, I don't care how good other companies are. No one has done it like Becca. I mean, people have come close, and I'm going to talk about these other ones, but this is... And look, what I like is that you have like the golden with a little bit of light peach. pink. I can't tell, but it's stunning. Then you have this one that's a little bit pinker, and this one that's a little bit in between. And then you have the one here that looks dark, but it's not really, and you can use it like as a bronze topper, or even if you're very light skin, as a bronzer. I love this highlighting palette, and if you can find it anywhere, I really think you should get it. I really think you should. I mean, her highlighters are just iconic, and I really pray that someone will come along and say, Becca, do not close your business. I'm buying you out. And you continue to stay with the company and develop the beautiful products that you've developed, because really beautiful, beautiful. Love this. Look at the packaging. I love it. Then the next one that I discovered is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. And when you look at this palette, it doesn't look like anything great, but when you try them on your skin, oh boy. And I like, oh, I just dropped something. But I like the fact that she's got like pinky, like a soft pink highlighter, and then kind of like a peachy one, and kind of like a beigey one over here, and then in between beige and pink, and then the bronzy one, and then the light one. So, I mean, I'm never going to use the light one for my face, maybe as an inner corner or brow bone color, but they swatch beautifully. Let me see if I can show you one color. Let's try this color. I don't know if you can appreciate on the camera. Can you see this? Oh my Lord, beautiful. And they're buildable, and they don't look powdery. Beautiful, beautiful. So if you haven't tried this, try it. You can get this, by the way, at the Sephora website. They don't have this in the stores, or you can get it at the Morphe stores as well. Beautiful Danessa Myricks. Great work, great work. Then another highlighter that I'm really, really loving is this one from Anastasia. I love this product. I love this product. It's the Iced Out highlighter, and the color is magnificent. I have olive skin. I'm Hispanic, so I have olive skin. I don't have, very light skin. It's not very dark either, but I'm not white. And I'm liking the fact that this is not white either. It has a little bit of a gold undertone, but what I like is that it's not a gold that's yellow. It's yellow, but it's a very pale yellow. So it's really beautiful, and the texture of it, it's almost like you have a layer of highlighter without any powder. It's like highlighter without the powder. I can't describe it. It's like a pantyhose. You see your legs, but your legs look better. They don't wear pantyhose anymore. If you ever wore pantyhose, you know what I mean. Not in style for many, many years, I think decades, but trying to give you an optical illusion if you haven't tried this. It's like the glow without the powder. Beautiful product. I love it. And you can use it on your inner corners as well, and you can layer this, and depending on the application that you use, you can make it look more natural and for the daytime, or you can really amp it up. So if you use it with a brush and you just like brush it on, it's more natural. But if you take it with a brush and you stamp, and then you stamp, it's going to be more intense, and even more intense if you wet the brush slightly with your setting spray. This Iced Out highlighter is a winner. I love it. Now, I haven't tried the other one that everybody talks about, the Amrezi. If she ever brings it out again, I'll try it. But this is exquisite. And the color, I mean, if I would have the Amrezi, I swatched it once in the store, and if I would use the Amrezi, I would still keep on using this because I like to switch with tones every now and then. Beautiful, beautiful product. Let's start with brows. Now with brows, I have 3 products that I love. And it's the Brow Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury. The Brow Wiz from Anastasia. And then, I don't know what this one is called, but this is from Kosas Beauty. What is this pencil called? The Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil. All 3 are up there. All 3 are up there. Beautiful, beautiful. This one is really pigmented. I love it, and the pencil is not as thin as the brow cheat and the brow is, but I love all three. All three beautiful products. I like the fact that the Kosas one has nurturing ingredients. The girl at the store told me it has castor oil. I mean, I haven't read that. I have to research that to confirm. It may, but she says it encourages the growth of the hairs. She said, now she scared me because she said that when you put on eyebrow pencil, it tugs at the hairs, and that's why your hairs thin out and come off. And I'm like, I don't need that. Who needs that? I want to look younger. When you have younger, you have more brow hairs. I'm getting this, so I got it. And guess what? I have no regrets. Now, I didn't bring the gels here because I only have 2, and this is reviewing 3 products out of every category, but I love this, and the color is delightful, and all of these are soft brown for me. I love this. I also love the Anastasia, which is a classic. Love it. You can't go wrong. If you're only going to choose one and you like to use something that's, you know, well established, the Brow Wiz from Anastasia, the thin one, is really wonderful, and it stays put, and it's creamy, but it's not too creamy that's not going to slide off, and it's not too waxy. I hate the ones that are waxy. Get me away from really waxy brow products. It's really good. And the Brow Cheat from Anastasia, I love it, and I love the fact that it's refillable, so you can buy the refill when you're done. And it's only $15 to buy the refill. So beautiful product. And you know what? I love it. I love it. I love all 3. This one is probably my favorite right now, the Brow Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury, because it glides on beautifully, and it stays put, and it's pigmented, and I really like that. Okay. So let's go to mascaras, and then I'll do shadows later. I tried the Lights Mercier. Oh my god! Please, I hope it didn't break. Look, nothing happened. It's alive and well, thank God. So, the Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, beautiful. That's what I'm wearing now. Buildable, and it doesn't make your lashes look clumpy. It makes them long, it makes them black, intense. It's long lasting, and it's not a nightmare to take off. That's what I look for. That it builds your eyelashes where you can see a really noticeable difference. The more the better, without one big clump that makes you look like you have 3 lashes or 2 or 1, and that it's not a nightmare to take off, that it won't ruin your eyelashes. Actually, the Tarte mascaras make my eyelashes fuller. They have to have a treatment or some kind of good for you ingredient. So then the other one is a Big Eagle mascara. I don't like the packaging. It's really bright bubblegum pink, and it's not an elegant color. But the formulation on this, it really amps up your lashes to another level. I think more than the Lights Camera lashes, and builds them up, makes them really, really full, and again, conditions my eyelashes, and it's not a nightmare to take off. So I love it. And then the next one is Bite Beauty. This is my favorite of all. This makes you look like you're wearing false eyelashes. This really makes you look, and it's buildable, so if you do 1 layer, you look really good and amped up. But if you do 2 layers, whew, wow. It gives you that wow effect with your eyelashes, and it's not a nightmare to take off, but yet it's long lasting, and it's buildable. So even if you have worn mascara all day long, you want to amp it up at the end of the day, you're going to dinner, you amp it up, it doesn't look like tarantula, and it builds beautifully. So I love it, and it's very conditioning. Bite Beauty Upswing Mascara. If you haven't tried it, try it. Elements, some of the key products that I use always when I do my makeup, and these eyeshadow primers are amongst my favorite. I do use a concealer, so I only have 2 that I like right now. Because prior to using primers way back in the day, the thing that began the primers trend was really using a good concealer on your eyelid. That's what people used to prime their eyes with in the 80s. So let me just fix this camera. Okay, so the Louise eyeshadow base, number 2, of course it depends on your skin tone, that's why I should not even mention colors, is really unbelievable. It's really exceptional. It covers any discoloration that you have in your eyelid, and it creates a beautiful canvas, a little bit of tackiness so you can grab onto the product. If you have eyeshadows that are really patchy, you may want to lightly powder your eyelid and then blend your eyeshadow afterwards. This is really, I couldn't recommend it more than what I could. Does that make sense? But this is spectacular. I got it at the Morphe stores, and they even have a super giant size. But I mean, to get through this, especially during COVID, when a lot of people aren't doing their makeup every day, including myself, this is lasting me forever. And then the other one is the Urban Decay, the eyeshadow primer potion. Excellent eyeshadow primer, and this is very different from the P. Louise because this is not thick nor heavy, and it doesn't cover as much as a P. Louise. However, it dries quicker and it's much lighter. So if you don't have a lot of discoloration and you don't like that heavy tacky feel on your eyelid, this may be your preference. So for most days, when I don't want that thickness on my eyelid and I really want like a light airy feel, I don't want to feel like I have a load of products on my eye, then I use this shadow potion. Now I do want to try the Anastasia one. I hear that's a really good one. Other than that, I've been using my concealer. When I'm really in a hurry, I just use my concealer. That's really, you know, when you're on the go and you don't have time to look for your product, a good concealer is really good. So here I'm getting a call. Okay, so going on to concealers, my favorite one right now at the moment from all the concealers I've tried, and believe me, I've tried them all, been in the business for a long time, and I have been a cosmetic connoisseur since I was 12, maybe 5 actually, to be honest with you. I just didn't buy them. They were my aunts and my family, but right now, after 12, I began my connoisseur path of cosmetics obsession. But my Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Concealer is my favorite concealer. It covers everything. It doesn't feel heavy. It camouflages everything, but it also gets rid of texture and airbrushes the eye area, and it does last a very long time. You know, even if you don't powder it right away, let's say you're the kind of person that doesn't like to powder, and you don't have to powder this and it won't go into your little lines. And the other thing is that some people, when they use the Pat McGrath foundation, I haven't used it yet, but it's apparently very light to medium coverage. It's very natural finish, but if you have more areas of your face that you want to conceal, this conceals beautifully. This would make a great foundation, by the way, I think. Just saying. What else can I say? Yes, it does last all day. Beautiful product. And then the other one, of course, the classic Tarte Shape Tape, the original one. I like the coverage in this, and I don't find it drying at all. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I need more moisture than this. This is really a beautiful product, beautiful coverage, and it feels very, very lightweight on the skin. It's not a heavy feel at all, and it doesn't crease, it doesn't cake. It also airbrushes the skin area. It doesn't go into little lines and wrinkles, and it stays put. I love my Tarte Shape Tape. You can't go wrong with this. And you know what's nice about these products is that you can interchange them with other cosmetic items. And then the other one is the Bye Bye Under Eyes from IT Cosmetics. Now this one is very different from the other ones. It's extremely, also the Pat McGrath Labs is very concentrated. Don't use too much. Sometimes less is more. That's a lesson that I've learned the hard way in my life. But then the other one is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eyes. This one you have to use a very small amount and warm it up in your fingers. Tap, 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 and then blend with your beauty blender. It is moisturizing, very moisturizing and illuminating. And if you don't apply it the way I explained, very small amounts, small dots, press with your fingers, warm it up, and then tap, 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 and then blend with your beauty blender. If you don't do that and you put on an excessive amount of product, you are not going to like this. you're not going to like it at all. But if you put it on the right way, you're going to love it, especially if you have mature skin and you want a little bit of illumination, and you want the high coverage, and you want the airbrushed finish. Beautiful concealer. Eyeliners, yeah, there are a lot of eyeliners that are good from the drugstore. There's no denying it. But I have found 3 high-end eyeliners that I am just loving it. Loving them, loving them. And this one is no surprise. The Patrick Star One Size Concealer, the Bodacious Black. Very easy to apply. It's liquidy, but it doesn't spill into your eyes, which has that happened to you? Ruin your whole day, or at least ruin your entire makeup application of the eyes and make you look like you were crying for weeks. It's not good. So this doesn't do that, and it's liquidy, but it has a tip that's firm yet flexible, and it makes it very easy to draw a wing if you are new. It's user friendly. It's really good. And then of course you can't go wrong with a tattoo liner from KVD, and very different from the Patrick Star One Size in the sense that the KVD is not liquidy. I was surprised actually when I first tried it. I was like, is this dry? I was thinking it was dry, but then I discovered that you have to just kind of like pump in the cap, and then product comes out. And this one will really not spill anywhere. It won't go anywhere. It's almost like a little bit dry solution that goes in your eye like a pen. And it's also the same concept. Very easy to do a wing with this. And what's nice is that it's foul proof. It will not leak to other areas of your eye unless you draw in the other areas of your lids or creases or whatever. It's beautiful. I'm really liking this, and it's really matte black, really matte black. And both of these are very black, which I love. And then the other one is a cream product, and it's not even called an eyeliner. It's called Waterproof Cream Color from Anastasia, and this is the color Jet. I guess it's called that way because if you have really black eyebrows, you can also use it on your brows. But my lord, this is beautiful. That's what I have on my eyes right now as an eyeliner. Truly loving this product. Truly. I was at the store looking for a very dark black eyeliner in a cream format, and at Ulta, and the sales girl recommended this one. She said she loves it. It's very black and it stays put, it won't budge. Love it. Now, one product, I know I talked about eyebrow pencils, but then the other product for your brows that I'm really liking, and this is a classic, and this I'm due for a replacement. This is the Anastasia Brow Gel. I really love it. It stays put, but it doesn't feel like you have hairspray. The eyebrows, the hairs stay soft, but it combs them and it sets them and places them in the you know how you want them to be placed without them looking stiff. And it makes them a little bit more abundant, but not too much, because you know sometimes I don't want that very bushy brow look. I mean, I just don't think it looks ideal on my face, on my features, but it's really nice. And then the other one that I discovered is this one from Kosas. Look at this container, isn't this cute? This is filled with nutrients for your eyebrows, and including castor oil, from what I was told from the girl at Sephora. And I'm relying on information that I was given at Sephora. I haven't researched it. It's called the Airbrush. This really is highly pigmented, and you have to make sure that you kind of like clean the brush a little bit in order to not have an excess amount of product go onto your brows. But it's really exceptional. It's really good. It makes them stay in place, and it makes them more full, but not too much. You know, it just adds more pigmentation to your brows. And then the other one is the Anastasia Brow Freeze. This one I don't use all the time. This one I use when I have time to do my makeup, when I'm going out. And like I said, during COVID, and still I'm not going out like, you know, a lot, but if I have something special to do, a special event, I will wear this. You know, you put your eyebrow pencil first, then you put this, and then you may want to use, when it dries, use a good eye pen afterwards to fill in the areas or to bring back the color. Because with some eyebrow pencils, even though this is transparent, it'll kind of take away the pigmentation of the eyebrow pencil a little bit. But Not all of them. I find, like I said, I mentioned it with a brow cheat from Charlie Tilbury, will not diminish when you put this on. But a beautiful product. It gives a different image, a different look. It kind of pastes your eyebrows close to your face. It's a look. Not everybody's into it, but you know, when I'm into it, I like it. And see, just, you know, makes your eyebrows stay in place also, and it does make them a little fuller. I love it. It's different, you know, it's a different look. Try it. So now, eyeshadow palettes. Guys, this is so hard. I have so many eyeshadow palettes. Really love. I love many of them, but if I could only choose 3, this is the Natasha Denona, the Metropolis palette. This is what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing neutrals with a little bit of green. You can see that I've been wearing it. Oh my lord, guys, the textures on this are unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pigmented. Look at the variation of colors. I'm in love. I'm in love with this palette. Really beautiful. And you know, it's interesting because I'm a lover of berries and cherries, and there's nothing like this in here except for this reddish pink tone, which is stunning. But you can create so many different looks. You can take it from natural to neutral to colorful to subdued to dramatic to glam, and they don't have fallout. They blend like a dream. You have mattes, you have shimmers, you have beautiful textures, and some of them are cream to powder. I love this palette. Love it. So glad I have it. The next one is the Naughty palette from Huda Beauty. My lord, guys, if you're a lover of berries and cherries and neutrals and some nice glimmer and beautiful shimmer and a little bit of a wet look, this is the way to go. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think it's appropriately named. It's sexy. It's a very sexy palette. I mean, there's something about berries and cherries that make you look really nice, you know. And I like the fact that you can create a soft neutral look, and you can create, you know, like a shimmery look, and you can create a dark dramatic evening look, glam looks and shiny looks. And I really love it. It has some cherries and like hot pinks and even like a blue brown that I love. That's like the standout color here, but it is a beautiful palette. And if you're a lover of berries and cherries and deep burgundies and stuff, you're gonna love this palette. And her palettes never fail, and the price point is right. You get a lot of eyeshadows here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 3, 18 colors. Beautiful palette. I love it. And then the next one is from McGrath, the bronze palette. And yes, it's bronze. I know it's bronze 5, her volume 5. I already poked my finger in there, but love it. And her shimmers they make you cry. Patty Alonso, I watch a lot of her eye tutorials. She's got beautiful eyes, and she is an amazing makeup artist. She's on YouTube. If you haven't heard of her, follow her because she is so talented. I love her 5 looks, 1 palette. Sometimes she does 3 looks and then she'll follow up with 5 looks. But she has techniques. Her makeup technique is just beautiful. If you really want to learn how to apply eyeshadow in a beautiful way, watch her. But she cries. She says, oh, I cry. They make me cry. This made me cry when I saw it. I'm like, what? But you think it's beautiful in the palette? Try it on your skin. I don't know if this lighting is going to do it justice, but... And the names are not in the palette. It's on a little piece of paper that I have it in the box. But look at this color over here. That's it has a shift. It's like a trichrome palette. Duochrome, trichrome. Look at this. Yellowish, greenish, beige-ish, beige. I don't know. I mean, can you see it? Can you see that color? That's one of them. Look at this color over here. Peachy pink. Oh my I can't wait to go out more and put these colors on. Look at this color. Look at this. And then this one over here. Oh my God. This also has like a shift. Blue, beigey, purple. Oh my Lord. Listen, I'm ready to cry. Out of the three, this is my favorite. So it's worth the price. Listen, I don't care. You can save up for it. If you're only going to get one palette, get this one. You also have the neutral, so you can create a day look with neutral colors. You can use these two and this on the brow. Create a very subdued look and then glam it up. I mean, it's mostly neutral with a hint of burgundy, but you can create, you put this on top, these eyeshadow toppers, or use them by themselves for an ethereal look. I love this palette. So glad I have it. Beautiful. The color pop. To me, this is not really drugstore. It's in between. It's affordable and it's fantastic. Very pigmented, stays put, beautiful colors. You can even use them all over the lips and line the lips and then put a gloss on top, and performs like a high-end lip liner. And then the Becca. I know Becca's all going out of business, and I'm praying that someone like an investor or another big corporation comes in and offers a Becca to buy them out and not to close their business, because and to offer Becca the opportunity of staying with the company and maintaining a position like a creative director or something, because I'm not losing hope. I think she was just incredible with her products and just extraordinary products, and this lip liner is no exception. I love it. And all of the colors, I bought several and they were on sale at Ulta, so grab them while you can. And I think that they still have quite a few depending on your store, but you know, it's, you don't have to sharpen it if you don't want to, but if you do want to, it does come with a little sharpener on the other side. And then the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. Really, really nice. I really like it. Very pigmented. It's not as soft as some, but it is a product that will stay put and won't budge. I love it. Okay, any color that you want. Really good. My 3 favorite lipsticks. Now, don't be mad at me, but one of them here, I don't know, Becca, please don't discontinue, but I love the Becca formulation. And again, I'm not going through colors, but her lipsticks are beautiful. Pigmented, creamy. This is like a reddish brown. I love the texture, long lasting. It's neither matte, nor is it flat, nor is it shiny. It's creamy, long lasting, beautiful. I love her lipsticks, and they were on sale for like $10 at Ulta, so see if you can catch that sale. Same with the highlighters. I think 50% off, and she still has a lot of products, so go to different Ultas if you have to, but beautiful. Urban Decay lipsticks, I got these on sale, and I like these 2 colors, but this formulation is beautiful. And I'm wearing this one right now. This one is called Carnal, and I'm wearing it with a brown lip liner, but look at this formulation. Look at this. Creamy and kind of like a matte, but not a flat matte on the lip. It's beautiful. And you know what? I love lip glosses. I'm wearing a lot of lip glosses, but not when I go out. I haven't been going out much, but you know what? I'm still wearing my mask. I'm not going to get the Delta variant. But this lipstick is gorgeous. So because of the mask wearing, I do not want to wear lip glosses when I'm going out and wearing a mask. So lip glosses are really coming back and big time. And I'm a lover of lip glosses. I love the lip gloss look, but it's just not practical with a mask. But so these from Urban Decay, if you haven't gotten your hands on them, they are wonderful. The texture, they're creamy, they glide on beautifully, they don't dry the lips feel soft and smooth and comfortable. It's a matte finish, but it's not a dry matte. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the next one is the Huda Beauty lipsticks, cream lipsticks. Her cream lipsticks. I have a color Habibi with me, but I bought the Angel and Boss Chick as well. I'm getting some more when I can, but look at this. These are like a lip gloss and lipstick in one. You put them on and you feel like you're wearing a lip gloss and a lipstick, both in one. Shiny, but what's interesting is that it stays on. It gives you that juicy look. Beautiful. And now for lip glosses. So we're almost done. After lip glosses, it will be the setting spray. The Fenty Gloss Bomb, the original one, fantastic. Fantastic. Your lips look plump, shiny as ever. It's a texture that's not too, you know, liquidy, that it's going to come off and, you know, go down your face and not stay put. But it's not sticky, so if your hair blows with the wind, it's not going to get stuck on your face. You know, that look is not very attractive. It makes you look like you have a mustache, you know, but just being silly here. But this is beautiful, and they have several colors, and I love it. And then the other one is the newest formulation that she has, which is the cream lip gloss. So it's kind of like a lipstick and lip gloss in one, and I happen to love this color, and it stays put. It has a lot of pigmentation. You can wear it by itself. You can also use it as a top of a lipstick to alter the color a little bit and give it some shine. Beautiful and long lasting. Beautiful. And then the other one, that's also another line that I'm a little nervous about going off the market, and I hope not, because I love it. It's from Marc Jacobs. This lip gloss over here, take a look at this. It looks gold, but it has a shift of several colors. So it's gold, and it has pink in it, and kind of like a mauve. Ah, love it. Beautiful, my friends. Okay, I'm checking at the clock. I have 4 minutes. Beautiful. Love it. And on sale, I think I got it for $12 to $14, so it's like half off, 50% off. And running out of stuff. Was too late to get the bronzing powder, but anyway, let me hurry because my camera is about to shut off. 3 setting sprays. Now, I know this is high-end, but to me, one of them is might as well be high-end. This is the Morphe setting spray. Oh my lord. Listen, if all of them spray the way this sprayed, this would be my only one. Heaven. I just ate it, but don't eat it, but so good. So good. And that misting spray, that continuous setting mist. Get it if you haven't tried it. It's not the price of a drugstore, like under 10. It's not expensive like high-end, like 30 something, but it is no words. Beautiful. Get it, get it, get it if you don't have it. Then the next one is this one over here, the Ultra Glow All Nighter. Makes your makeup stay on, and since I'm using the tretinoid treatment, my skin is drying and scaling and looking like I'm going through some kind of metamorphosis. This sets everything back in place where I look like a normal human being again. It gives me a glow, but it's not like ridiculous, and it makes my makeup stay, and it's soothing and cooling. Established line, beautiful product, get it. And then the next one is this one, my favorite high-end. It is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Makes your makeup stay on. It bulletproofs your makeup. It doesn't make it matte or shiny. It keeps your complexion the way it is. And it smells delicious. Delicious. And it just does the job. And it doesn't have alcohol, which is a very important factor in setting sprays. So my friend, before the camera shuts off on me, I'm done. This is my favorite 3 items of all the makeup categories that I've covered. And if you haven't tried them, try them and let me know what you think. With this, I'll say goodbye. I wish you well. I wish you health and joy and happiness and peace and safety. And let's make life more beautiful. I'll see you again. Bye.